to the EuroChallenge clan. This is the summary of our very first season. We've got 5 managers that lasted all season, and we'll be going through some of the leagues, the clubs, and how they fared in their very first season. So the first club we're going to visit is Chelsea, managed by Eli. So, with Chelsea, as you can see, Eli has finished in second place. He's had a good season, only being pipped by a point by Arsenal. Arsenal finishing top of the league. And as you can see, that table looks so tight. 80 points, 80, 82 and 83. So Chelsea only lost 1 game at home to the eventual champions, Arsenal, and away they lost 5 games. So Palace, Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham, Brighton, all games in the south. 4 of them London derbies, and then away to Brighton on the south coast there. So doing very well. But we're going to have a look at some of those results. Because what's happened, right near the end, immediately what you can see is they drew with Watford. Last game of the season. Had they beat them, again another London derby, they would. Now we're heading over to see how Dennis did at Manchester. As you can see, straight away, 8th place, losing 2 home games there against Wolves and Palace. Unfortunately, Dennis ended up losing his job during the season, and you can see why quite clearly here. Winning only 3 games away, drawing 7 and losing a massive 9 games away. And you'll see there losing games to Leicester, Chelsea, Man City, Everton, Liverpool and Arsenal. They're pretty big games to lose. So not great there for Dennis. He is, however, moving on to Spain. He's got a job at Real Madrid now, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares there. So just flicking through the results very quickly, you can see, I don't want to go too much on about this because he lost his job there. Nothing really gained here in this season. So just want to wish him the best of luck in Spain for next season. Now we're switching over to France, and in particular my team. Had a pretty good start, well, for a few games. Then it was a bit patchy, nearly lost my job, recovered, ended up finishing 3rd in the season. Pretty much an okay season. There was no way I was going to get to top with PSG and the might of Lyon. So I suppose highlights for me, beating PSG at home 3-0, much to the annoyance of Will at PSG. But not much really to say. I'll quickly go through some of the results. Ooh. If I can find them now. There we are. Yeah, this is the start. Not conceding a lot. Big win against Bordeaux. Beat Rennes away, and then it was really patchy, and that's when I had the meeting with the board, and this is where it recovered. Home to Monaco, away to PSG. I might add that PSG did play a weakened side there, but then I went on a great run really, apart from that loss at Lyon, which really recovered my position. Lost in the semi-final there to Lyon again. Good finish to the end of the season, finishing 3rd, qualifying for the Champions League. However, no money from the board, so we'll see how we go next season. Right, Lyon. This managed by Charlie did very well, finishing 2nd to only PSG, losing 1 game at home and losing 3 away. He gave PSG a little bit of a worry, really. Now, Lyon, over the course of that season, got to 2 cup finals in France and the Champions League final as well. We're going to have a look at some of his results here now. So, he had a pretty slow start. This probably cost him the league, really, thinking about it. But he was very strong throughout. Some good results there as I start to go through, you'll see. Now, you'll see here, as we're scrolling down, he beats PSG on penalties, 2-2. There. He beats PSG in the league, 2-1 there. And further up, I've just gone past it, he beat PSG 3-1. Now, this was quite a result, really, because Will was not a happy bunny. I think the TV fell victim to his controller. But after about 5 or 10 minutes of silence, he did join us again anyway. So, but the season, it got better for Will because he got to play Charlie in the final of the French Cup and beat him 1-1 on penalties. And then got to play Charlie once again in the Champions League final. So it's an all-French affair. And Will making it 3-2. And all the guys on the clan are there watching the game, in fact. So, though Charlie lost those 2 finals near the end of the season, he had a fantastic season. And must be congratulated on having such a good season. Will be interesting to see how he fares this season, because he switched over to Borussia Dortmund. So keep your eye out for Charlie in the future in the German team. Right, let's go over to Will at PSG. Obviously, you can see from the previous 2 teams that PSG won the league. Unsurprisingly, they are the favourites, got a very strong side, and as you've just heard, they beat Charlie in 2 finals. But let's go over to see some of his results anyway. So, did well. Some big results there. 5-1, 5-0, 6-0. Some big scores there, as you'd expect. So, Will intends to keep the ball rolling at PSG. We've started our second season. He spent nearly £1 billion on a side that's probably going to win the league anyway. So it'd be interesting to see how he fares in the Champions League. So well done, Will. Had a cracking season. Champions League, Cup final, French Cup final, and the league. Absolutely brilliant. Let's see if you can keep going. So there you go. There's our summary done for Season 1. We are now going on to Season 2. We have around about 10 players on. And will be interesting because we've had a transfer window between the 1st of June and the 31st of July. So will PSG dominate this season? Will be interesting. So join us for the next one. Thanks ever so much and take care of yourselves.